Okay, it says we are live. Oh dear. And it says there's an error. Oh, well, hopefully it's working. The error went away. All right, we're gonna, fingers crossed, hope for the best. Hopefully somebody's out there watching. They can let me know whether or not we're rolling and whether or not you can hear me. I'm gonna take my bangle bracelet off. I just realized that's gonna make a ton of noise. Well, welcome everybody. This is Michelle Solis from This Must Be Ink. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Seekonk, Massachusetts, and coming to you tonight to make a card and show you the kissing technique, which I had heard about and I saw a few different people demonstrate it, but I never tried it before. So last night I tried it for the first time and I was addicted, so I made a bunch of little hearts and things. So I'm going to show you tonight because it's a lot of fun. And I think you should try it and see what you can come up with. So that's what we're going to work on tonight. We're going to do the kissing technique. Okay, I think that's it. So tonight I'm drinking back to my Oliver wine. I'm drinking some melon mint wine. Cheers. Sounds like it's terrible, but it's actually very good. Okay, so we're going to go down here. And here we go. All right, so this is the card that I created last night. Well, one of the cards. I got a couple others I can show you. But this is the one I created last night, and this was using the Lovely and Sweet and Notes of Nature sets. So that's where I got, if you can see here, the detail in the hearts. There's like a plaid and then some lettering and some numbers. The detailing from those came from this set. Here's the little plaid that you see, the checks, and then the numbers and letters came from this stamp here. And then where did that other one come from? I don't remember where that other, but I really liked that one. I don't remember where that came from. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Okay, so the whole point of this is you're going to do this technique and you're going to stamp in a color, and then you're going to pick up this print from another stamp. So what you want to do is, obviously you're going to have your background color. You have to decide what colors you're going to use. Hey, Courtney, hopefully you can hear me. So you're going to decide what colors you want to use, and I would go with a light background and a darker color for the detail. So you decide, and then you want to find some stamp sets that have some kind of a background stamp like this that creates a pattern. So this is a great set. This has got three. It's got that one, this one, and it's got these dots, which were really good too. And then this other one, Lovely and Sweet, has this like mesh kind of looking thing. You could even use this one for some words. But then I went looking through my sets and I found Sending with Love has this cool squiggly line, or you could even use these little hearts, or even the bird is small enough you could make that fit on something. Then this one, the Irresistible Blooms, this has got some nice dots and things. And then my Sea Turtle set, this had these cool, almost like a bubble type of an effect. That was a cool one too. Okay, so that's what I use for some of the backgrounds, or that's what we're going to use tonight for some of the backgrounds. And then you need to find a stamp that you can use that has that's flat, that's got a big area. So this is the little heart that came from Be My Valentine. You've got this heart shape here. You could even use this oval if you wanted to do something fun with like ovals all over your card. That would be fun. Haven't tried that yet. This one also has a good background. This one you could use the little honeycombs. And thanks, Courtney. And the honeycomb is a good background too. So you want to look for something like that that's got a good area to it, your stamp. This one, the botanical layers, this leaf pattern is what we're going to use tonight and see how that turns out. But I can tell you, I don't have a lot of stamps like that in my collection. So it dawned on me that I must do a lot of coloring because I don't have a lot of solid stamps. So I went through my paper pumpkin collection, and I had this one. Don't ask me what month it's from, but it coordinated with Playing in the Rain, and it's got a little sun. So that sun would be really fun to use. That's a nice big shape. And then this one, you could even do words. Look how nice and thick the writing is here on this word hey. We're going to try it with a word tonight and see how that works out. Okay, so you can kind of see it with all of those different stamps and all those different backgrounds. Okay, so let's get this card out of the way. See all my little hearts that I made last night? Yeah, I had a lot of fun making all kinds of little hearts, different things. Okay, so what you're going to need, tonight I'm going to do Daffodil Delight and Lost Lagoon for my leaves. And then I also brought some Balmy Blue and Blueberry Bushel. We could try something with that. And then I got, this is my favorite, I think, Fresh Freesia and Gorgeous Grape. These look really fun together. I like those too as well. All right, so we're going to get those out of the way. So now what are you going to need? You're going to need your stamp, whatever you're going to use. Let's make some more hearts. I think those are the easiest for me to show you. So we're going to need our heart. And we're going to need our little background stamp or a little detail. So I'm going to use the honeycomb from the bee set for this technique. Okay, so I'm going to put my little heart on a stamp, on a block. And then I could use my glass mat for, just stick my honeycomb on there. If you don't have a glass mat, you'll need another block for your little detail stamp as well. Okay, so what we're going to do, there's two ways to do this technique. I'm sure you can figure out already which is my favorite way, but all right, so let me put a piece of paper down here so you can not have that glare. There we go. Oh, you still have a glare because the things are poly. What are you going to do? All right. So what we're going to do, there's two ways to do this technique. You can ink up your stamp, and then you're going to go to your detail stamp, and you're going to just kiss it. So it's just going to go boop, just like that. And then it's going to stamp on your paper. Okay, that did not work well at all. I think my daffodil was too wet. My Daffodil Delight. Okay, hang on, let's change this. Let's try this one. This is Lemon Lolly. All right, so you don't want a stamp pad that's too wet. All right, let's start over. All right, so we're gonna ink it up. Hopefully that's not too wet. Then we're gonna kiss it. And then we're gonna stamp. All right, I can't not. So this way, I honestly, I didn't have much luck with this yesterday either. I don't know why everybody makes this look so easy. All right, we're gonna try Fresh Freesia. And then I'll show you the technique that I really like because I couldn't figure this one out. It just didn't work as well for me as it seemed to do for everybody else. All right, we're gonna try Fresh Freesia. Oh, I gotta wipe this one off too. This is the other thing, gotta make sure that you clean them in between. All right, so we're getting fresh freesia on there. We're gonna kiss this. Oh, that might be better. Ah, there we go. All right, so that's better. Can you see the pattern there? So we had a good, not too wet stamp pad, and then a nice impression from the detailed stamp. Okay, so let's try that one more time. Clean this off, and you want to make sure that you're cleaning off your pattern stamp. Okay, so we'll pick up some ink. We're going to kiss this and stamp. Okay, so there you go. That's the second one. Is the heart on the wrong side? No. Yeah, I think it was just that my ink pad was too wet. Okay, so we're going to swap this out now. Or actually, let me show you the other way. Okay, so this is the other way that I did it. What I did was I used the darker ink on my detail, and then I still used the light ink here. So we're going to ink this up, then kiss this, and then stamp. How cute is that? So I like it with a color inside. This way is cute, but kind of looks like it's bleached out in those areas, but I love this with a color. Okay, so that was what I got all excited about last night when I did it with a color. Let's clean this. And I'll show you how I made the hearts with all the different prints in them. Let's try some other colors. Let's try the blue. Okay, we're going to do some balmy blue. All right, I'm going to get rid of this one. I'm going to misplace something tonight, I can tell. I'll be looking for it for days. Okay, I've still got my little heart. And then what happened to my notes of nature? Here we go. Although I did lose my heart. Oh, here it is. Okay, notes of nature. So what I did, so I could make these faster and I could make more of them, is I actually used my glass mat as a block. So I put my detail stamps right on my glass mat. So I've got those 3. And then I inked up my stamp. Oh, I got to ink up the detail. Sorry, getting ahead of myself. All right, so we're going to ink up this one, and this one, and this one. This one does not want to take some ink. Okay, so we've got our blue. We're inking with balmy blue. Then we're going to kiss this one and stamp. Oh my gosh. And then I'm going to ink this up again. I've got a blue with some blue dots. Then I'm going to ink it again. And I'm going to go on the plaid. Oh, I love this one. Oh, look how cute that is. I love that plaid thing. Like a grid. And then we're going to ink up again. And let's go here. I love this one too. Look at this one. That's so fun. I love these. I might be addicted to this now. Oh my goodness. All right, so that is the technique. Let's try it again with no ink on there. One more time, we'll give it another shot. Let's clean this off. So I'm just taking my chamois right to my stamp and just blotting it to get the ink off. Because we want to do it with no ink now. Let's get all that blue off. I have blue everywhere now. Okay. Now I have blue on my fingers. I've got it everywhere. Okay. All right, so we're going to try it with no ink. So we're going to just do the balmy blue. And the grid pattern. It just doesn't want to work as well. I think it's better with a color. All right, I'm going to try the darker color. One sec. Please hold. All right, we're going to do blueberry. See how this comes out. Yeah. It's just not as good. Just not as good. I like it with the two colors. That's my jam right there, the two colors. Okay. So let me also show, oh, I could do it with the blue. Let me show you with the lettering. 1 second. All right, so let's get this big word out of here. Hey. So next catalog that comes out, I'm going to be looking for some stamps that have some area to them so that I can do some more of this technique. I think it's going to be fun. All right, let's clean this one off. Get that out of the way. All right, so this one we're going to ink up the word. And then we're going to put the word. Oh, I forgot to ink up the background on the grid. Oh my God, I love it. Look it. I love it. Can you see it? Is it too blue? Oh, there we go. Got it in focus. I love that. So it's kind of like creating your own background. Like you could do this on a piece of cardstock. You could put your on a piece of balmy blue cardstock. You could stamp the grid with the blueberry ink. But then how do you cut out the word? So this way you get that look, but you're using your stamps to get that look. All right, so that is fun. Okay, so I wanted to show you that with the word. You're going to have to go through your stamps and see what you've got for a stamp that's got a nice area to it, and then what you've got for to use for backgrounds, or not really backgrounds, but detailed images within your stamp. Okay. So because I love this grid like way too much, I'm going to leave that one there. Maybe we'll do the grid and the dots. Okay. But I do have blue everywhere here. Let's clean up my blue. Okay. So what I want to do now is to create this card. We're going to do Daffodil Delight and Lost Lagoon. Well, that was my plan. We're going to try it. The daffodil didn't want to work too well for me, but let's try it. Okay. So my plan was to use these leaves from the Botanical Layers. So we're going to put this on a stamp, on a block. Put your stamp on a block. There we go. And we're going to ink that up with the Daffodil Delight. I'm going to ink up my detail with the Lost Lagoon. And we're going to kiss that design. Want to just go straight down and straight up. And then go to your paper. What do you think? Can you see the detail there? It's not quite as dark as I want it to be, but I think it looks cute. You've got that like grid inside your leaves there. So that's one. And we're going to do one more. Let me clean this again. You just have to remember to clean it with in between each step here. Okay, so we're going to do Daffodil again. And let's do the dots this time and see how that works out. Dots are kind of small. We're going to have to do them twice maybe. Let's see. You see the speckles? It's kind of fun. Okay, and I'm going to, well, I don't think I need more than that. I think we'll just do the two. Okay. So we've got our yellow leaves with some Lost Lagoon details in them. Move these. And make sure we've got a clean mat. So for those of you also thinking about this glass mat, one of the issues I felt I was going to have was on my regular paper, I like to write notes and like put measurements and things like that. Well, you can do that on your glass mat as well. So you can write on this mat with any marker. You can use blends. They don't work really well. I mean, you can read it, but the Stampin' Write markers will work better. This is a black Stampin' Write marker, which will work better, writing in an area where you can't see. You can also use Sharpie. Permanent marker works on this as well. Of course, now my Sharpie won't work. And you can also use just regular pen. Oh, nothing wants to work for me tonight. But you can use pen to write on your glass as well. And all of those just come off when you wipe it off. Sharpie takes a little bit more elbow grease, but you can get those off. And if you have any issues with it, you can use rubbing alcohol. Will take it off as well. Okay, so for the card with these leaves, I was going to use some of this, oh gosh, what is this paper called? It is Hello Irresistible. The paper that coordinated with the Irresistible Blooms stamp set. So I've got two different color card bases here. We'll decide what we want to use. Let me get my trimmer. All right, so what we were going to do is cut this paper here, and I was going to show you, this is a 6x6 piece of paper. If we cut a piece off at 2 1/4, you need a 2 1/4 inch piece. Will be perfect to do your envelope. So we can set that aside and we can do our envelope with that. And that is going to leave you with a 3 3/4 inch wide piece that you're going to rotate, and then you're going to make it 5 inches. So we're going to cut off an inch. And when we do that, we're going to use that as an accent on our card. So we can do it this way and use this as the accent, or we can flip it over and use the leaves as the accent. I'm not sure which one I like better. All right, anyway, that's what we're going to do. And I think because my leaves are going to be yellow, I think I might like the yellow background. So let's get these leaves cut out. I can find my scissors. Unfortunately, this set did not come with any dies to cut out my leaves, or I would have been able to just put them through the machine very quickly. We'll just die cut those. We'll just fussy cut these really quick. So what do you guys think about this technique? Or is it something that you are going to try? I didn't think I would like it, and I didn't think it was going to work as well as it does, but it really does. So I think that next time I go through the catalog and I'm looking for things to purchase, I will keep this in mind so I can buy some other sets that have nice bold images to stamp. I seem to have a lot of background or detail stamps to go inside the image, but not so many bold images. Okay, so there's one of those. And then we'll just cut this one out. So the other thing about your glass mat is it is tempered glass. And if I can find my X-Acto knife, I will show you what is good about that. So depending on how detailed you want to be with your fussy cutting, typically I would cut all the way into these images, all the way down, but I don't want you guys to have to wait for all that. All right, almost there. Okay, let me show you. If I can find my knife, 1 second. What's nice also about your glass mat is you can use your X-Acto knife right on your mat and it will not scratch it. So you can use an X-Acto knife if you wanted to get into the interior of, if you're fussy cutting and you want to get these little interior pieces out, you can cut right on your glass mat. It's actually an excellent surface to cut on. This little piece out. And it will not scratch. So that's another awesome thing about this mat. All right, so I think we might want to go with, that's got a little bit more yellow, with this. I also had a green circle. I think I might want it on the green. The Lost Lagoon. And then I was going to put these leaves in here. Okay, so we're going to just glue all that together. What do you think? Is it better on the yellow to pull out the leaves or the Lost Lagoon? Maybe I should put it on the yellow. Let's put it on the yellow. I'll bring out the brighter color. Okay, then we will put on our little, our little band. I'm going to go a little lower so I can show off more of that yellow. Oh, that's kind of fun. It shows the kind of the grid. I'm going with that. Last minute decision there. Okay, and then we will get some dimensions for our die cut pieces, our fussy cut pieces. But I did not do a sentiment. So we're going to leave it with no sentiment. And when I finish it later, I can post it with the sentiment. Okay, so there we go. So you can see the little detail in the leaves there. You can see it better in person, obviously, than on camera, but that pulls in kind of the detail in the background as well. All right, so that's that card. And let's clear some space here. I already showed you the one with the multiple hearts with the neutral colors from that I used from the Notes of Nature set. I made another one with the neutral colors, also with the Notes of Nature set. This one here. And what I did here was, this one was pecan pie hearts. This one I stamped off the pecan pie and did it really light and then put my detail into the heart. And then this stamp came from Just My Type. You can see this one also has some bold areas in it. So I also put some detail into those letters from that set. I don't know if you can see that. Let me hold it up a little bit closer this way. So you can see the detail in the letters as well as the detail in the hearts there. So there's that one. Then I made a little tag because I had a bunch of hearts. So I made a cute little tag that we can put on a little Valentine gift there, just sending a bit of love your way. This is the Fresh Frisian Gorgeous Grape. I love that. And then this last one I copied right off of Facebook from the post that I saw the kissing technique demonstrated. And this one was, I think this is lemon, oh my goodness, lemon lime twist with some shaded spruce as the detail. And then just some little white hearts in the background. Okay, so that's it. Let me know what you guys think about this technique and whether you're going to try it. It's actually a lot of fun, and I really love the images that I came up with. So the whole, the whole idea is to find some details that you can put into your solid stamps and see what you can come up with. And I will hope that you post them so I can see what you guys came up with, and hopefully give me some more ideas because I am all about it now. I'm like so excited. So give me some more ideas if you find some other stamps that you can use or some other details that you can use because I would love to try it as well. All right, so that's it for me tonight. Thank you guys for joining me and watching that. I hope you guys have a great weekend. The only real news I have is that it's the 9th, so tomorrow is the last day if you're going to order the paper pumpkin for February. And it's a cute one. I think it's some little Easter cards, and you get a collectible box. It's got a cute little box with a bunny on it. But that's it. That's all the news I've got tonight. So you guys take care and stay crafty, my friends. Thanks, Courtney, for tuning in.